In this video, I will share with you some tips on how to edit your video. I am assuming that your video recordings have been recorded to the cloud. So, in order to do that, let us first jump to our browser. From your browser, go to learn.csuchico.edu. That takes you to your Blackboard Learn page. Your Zoom recordings that have been recorded in the cloud are under My Media. So click on My Media. And once it's loaded, you should be able to see your recordings. By default, these are displayed in descending order by their creation date. And you can see the creation dates right there. A simple way to edit your cloud recordings is to select one of them by clicking on the title. Once you click on a title for a recorded video, by default, it will be muted, but it will start playing. As you can see, it's playing. So the video is playing over here. It's now, you can hover over this side to see where you are in the video. Closed captioning is being displayed down here. The highlighted text is synchronized with the video. So if you wanted to jump to a particular section in the video, you just click on that text and it takes you to that segment in the video. The student view of your Zoom recordings will also have this feature, which is nice. The other things you can do here in this view is you can look at additional information about the recording. By default, the recording will have the same name as the meeting. So this is recorded from my personal meeting room. That's why it has that title. That can be edited. Other videos you have will be shown on this part of the screen. Other actions you can take are seen on this Actions button. So you have the option to edit, publish, caption and enrich, launch editor, and so on. So this is one way to edit your video. So click on that. Once you've clicked edit the video, if you scroll down here, before we actually edit the video, you can edit your video by clicking this Launch Editor button. But before we do that, there's this set of tabs that I'd like to go over. So the first tab is called Details. I typically change the name of the recording here because I have multiple recordings using my personal meeting room. So let me take a look at what this video is about. This is about the live synchronous online class. So I will change the name of this to the Zoom live synchronous class setup. And I can even add the description, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay. The other things you can do here, let's see if I can zoom down. Okay, let's click on options. There's not a lot of interesting things here for options. I don't really play around with this area too much. Same with collaboration, nothing. I just leave those as is. You might want to set a thumbnail. I'm not going to cover that on this video, but I do have an image file that I've been using for my thumbnail for the videos I create, just so that they have the same look and feel And so I have one for Zoom tips. So that thumbnail will be used instead of the first frame or one of the first frames of the video. You can pretty much use any image file of your desire as a thumbnail, or you can have Kaltura auto-generate a thumbnail for you. The next tab is downloads. I also don't do anything about this. Captions is a good one. You can actually edit the captions. If you've noticed, there were some errors when it's trying to figure out what the text corresponds to the audio from your video. So you can correct that if you click edit captions. I'm not going to cover that in this video as well. Timeline is also another interesting feature. With timeline, you can either create chapters in your video, or you can upload a slide or a slide deck. So you can either upload a full deck or a single slide, and you can integrate it with your video. I also have not used that feature, but might want to play around with that. The one feature I do use is this launch editor, which allows you to do some minor edits to your video. I'm going to click on that. Oops, changes may not be saved. Yep, I forgot to mention that. If you make any changes, it is strange that in order to save those changes, you have to go all the way back to details, and then you'll see this save button, and then you click that, because we did make some changes. Like I added the thumbnail and I changed the title. Okay, so once you do that, you can do launch editor. This is your video editor. And once that's loaded, it shows you which video we're currently editing. You can play the video. You can select audio. You can zoom in on your timeline. Timeline is here displayed in the bottom. I usually just leave it small. Here's where you can crop the video. So let's just play it to see what it looks like right now. And see that long pause.
Hello.
So I don't like that. So I'm going to back it up.
Hello.
Oh, let's back it up some more. And let's say I want to crop it there. So this is my set-in. So that's where I want it to start.
Hello.
That way
In
there's
this
no long
video,
pause.
we are
Same thing with the end. And that's usually the only things I do with this interface. Need to make sure there's no long break at the start or at the end.
I hope this is helpful. Thank you.
Okay, if I wanted to stop there, I just click this for the set out. And then once you do that, it'll remember. Okay, so when you are done with that, you can save it or save a copy if you do not want to overwrite the original. I will just hit save. And it cannot be undone. And usually regenerating the video might take a while because it will try to regenerate the closed captioning based on the edited version of the video. So you can actually close the editor. It's fine. It'll just be doing it on the background. So now if we go back to the media, it shows you the video that we just edited, and you might want to give it some time before the actual edits take place. So that's all there is to editing your video, cropping it to the right length, using this interface on Blackboard Learn that gives you access to the Kaltura tools. I hope this is helpful. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you.